Hey everybody, it's Thursday, early February. It's bloody cold here, but at the moment I want to talk to you about what it means to have a dream. If you're somebody who has a dream of running their own business and already has one, or you've tried in the past and it didn't work, all these types of things. But as the planet changes, then the world changes. More and more people are looking to have their own little corner of the earth. And personally, in my opinion, my experience, it's much better to make yourself richer than to work like a dog, making someone else richer. And a lot of people are scared to hear this type of thing. They don't want to acknowledge this. They won't admit it. Sometimes when you take work away from somebody, that's all they have. That's all that they associate themselves with. And if they lose that, it could, lead to somebody snapping. Hence, office shootings and going postal, whatever. That's why, like, you hear, being dragged away from the cops saying, that guy, my boss took everything from me if they got fired or whatever. And that's what that means. Their whole life is centered around their work. And it's sad. And that's what a lot of issues of mental health are today. And I personally think if you have a gut feeling, an idea, a calling, if you will, just go for it. Let me give you a couple of examples. HP and Apple, I'm sure you've both heard of them. Two large, very successful computer companies and technology companies that have been around for years. They were both of those companies were started by a couple of guys that literally, just, if you don't believe me, Google yourself, literally out of their garage. I know somebody who worked in legal for about 15 years, worked in Canada, worked in the U.S. His parents were Pakistani. And he eventually had a burnout, a breakdown, similar to like what I'm recovering from. Was completely miserable, couldn't take it anymore. And of course his family was on his case or whatever. Somehow he picked up tattooing. And for the last minimum 5 years, he's had a successful tattoo business. And he works 5 days a week. He has a partner, and he's married, and he enjoys life. He sometimes has to work in the evenings because obviously he has to meet, the demand of his customers. But he's in charge, and he basically said to me, the place runs itself. He's just there, filling it. I know someone in Florida whose family owns a boating, they do like a tour boat around South Beach with a restaurant, and he works there, but his family only make about 40,000 a year, but he's a lot more relaxed working for his family business versus working for a big company that he worked for, making 80,000. He was sick all the time, stressed. Went on sick leave a few years ago for about a year, and now he's happier. He enjoys life. He runs the boat with his family, and he's quite happy doing what he's doing. And I know someone else who started up a yoga practice. They were working in psychology for a hospital, got run down, couldn't take it anymore, started up a yoga practice. Is everything fine and dandy, right, all the time? Or are things hard to start? No, not always. But where there's a will, there's a way. And if you do it with passion and the power of intent, just, your intent of taking care of yourself and your family, that intent will guide you. I know the concept sounds crazy. I'm going through it myself. But I can say that my wife's a lot happier doing what she's doing, and so am I for her and for us. And I'm able to recover and get better and get healthier. We want to have a family soon. And people are going to come at you and say, oh, you need money, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, of course, I'm not saying to go out of house and home and food, but there will always be a way, and it'll always present itself. And the key is to not let fear take you over, not even to give it a voice. I'm almost at the point now where it doesn't have a voice, just a bit longer. And if you've made mistakes in the past, that's fine. Maybe it wasn't the right time for you. Maybe now is the time. If you felt, a new thing. I know somebody who was working as a psychologist in a hospital for 20 years. They're coming up on retirement. They don't want to retire, so they're opening up their own tiny little thing, and they're quite happy about that. I have a relative who does physiotherapy. They're happy. Yeah, it might only be like 50 grand or whatever, 40, but they're happy. And she can stay at home with the kids, and that's what matters. And she's healthy most of the time. And just being able to say that you're doing this, and if you're going to make mistakes, sure, but don't make tiny ones. If you're going to make them big, just say, go, as they say, go big or go home. And a lot of people don't want to see this side. They're not used to being outside of this box. Even though it may be a bad situation, they have a sense of control, even in their lives, even if it's bad. You come home at work at 9 o'clock at night, and you go to bed and you get up at 5 a.m. the next day, do it all over again, Working like a dog, making yourself sick and causing stress on yourself and your family to make somebody else richer just doesn't make sense to me anymore. It just doesn't. It doesn't fit in my programming anymore, if you will. There's nothing wrong with having a bit less, and sometimes they say less is more. If you're only, and I can assure you, if you're looking at to start a business just to get money, to grab money, it won't work, because that intent is just to get money. It's a negative intent, and the best example I could give you is you walk into a casino, half the people there, they're in desperation mode, mortgaging their house, selling their cars, whatever, just in hopes of getting back on track. And that's the same in business and with jobs, if you lose a job, whatever. And the one thing I can honestly say does exist is karma. or do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Um, and that'll help you a lot in this phase. Somebody we really like, both my wife and I, you can Google him, Deepak Chopra. He's amazing, and his whole family's in the medical field as well, on top of him being a brain surgeon or something, I forget exactly. But he turned into a spiritualist, and he has a great meditation video on YouTube. And it's just, it helped a lot. But just do it for yourself, guys and girls. I'm just, that's all that matters. Do it for yourself. And if you're getting earfuls and concerns from friends, family, that's okay. You know, don't let it get to you. I knew somebody who wanted to start an aesthetic business, but she was working for an aesthetic place. She wanted to have her own business. She was getting a lot of people coming in just for her, and her whole family, including her boyfriend, who had his own business already, told her she won't be able to do it. She should just get a job. She broke down and had her no confidence, so she just went and got a job, and she's not happy. And that's what I'm talking about. And just listen to your guts, you know, and there will always be a way. If you have that positive thought in your head, you might have down times, and that's fine. But if you can sit calmly and deal with things, and look around for solutions and let them come to you, it'll work out. And this is a hard concept to grasp, but more and more people I've connected with have been seeing the light, if you will. There are ways out of the grind, and all that matters is you believe in yourself, and that'll produce results. And that's all I can tell you, really. Just keep true to yourself, and put positive energy out there. You'll get it back. Sometimes it takes time, but you do. And to show gratitude and be thankful when things come your way, will help maintain that. Anyway, I gotta go, but have a good evening, and I'll see you soon.